Noisy bird outside. Alrighty. Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to the Let's Play for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's currently part 29 for my Let's Play, and it is the 21st of March 2019 as I'm recording this. So, it's been a little while since I last sat down and played this game. Of course, we are once again doing this in a live stream format. It is the way that I prefer to do things when it comes to Breath of the Wild, because there is just so much for me to record here, so I really, once again, would prefer not to have to manually do all of the recording stuff. Well, not recording stuff. I'm fine with the recording side of things, that's the funny part. It's everything after the recording side of things that bothers me. But because it is a live stream, I don't have to worry about that stuff. Anyway, I might actually reposition that just a little bit. Sorry about the noise that is created when I do that. I'm just going to get my playback all set up here on my laptop, and then we will be good to go. In terms of what we're going to be doing in this video, I don't actually have a set plan. Actually, I do have a set plan, it's just that I don't know the specifics of it, and you'll understand what I mean by that in a minute. But for now, I'm going to open this on my laptop, and then we will be good to begin. So in terms of what we will actually be doing just in a general sense in this video, is we will be just exploring around, because the quest that we have here, which is worth pointing out, I need to go to the adventure log to see this. This Captured Memories quest, I don't know what kind of quest this is. I don't know if this is a quest we're going to be doing for the majority of the game, or this is something we're expected to complete within a relatively short space of time. I really don't know. All I can tell you is that if there are 12 memories in total, that's a lot. And if they're in completely different parts in the world, or in completely different locations within the world, then there is a fair chance that, in fact, this is a very, very long-running quest. And when it comes to the main quest itself, there might not actually be that much more to do except for this. So these main quests here might actually be what we need to do in the game, and when we complete these three, that'll be it. But of course, it's not just about the main quest stuff when it comes to Breath of the Wild. It's a very open world game, and you can do lots of other things in the game apart from just the main quest. So essentially, when you have a main quest like this, which is Captured Memories, and you have to understand that I don't really know much about this game, because while I don't mark it down as a blind Let's Play, in many regards it is a blind Let's Play, because I've only played a little bit of it. But I've played enough for me to know roughly what I'm doing at this early stage. But, yeah, I would have a feeling that this is probably, like, the one thing that I'm going to be doing from this point forward for a very long time. So with that in mind, I'm probably going to go somewhere that I think I know the location of. See these red mountains here? I'm not trying to delete the data. I think that big building there is... Hold on, is that the castle over this way? Maybe that's the castle there. So those red mountains are probably over that way, is that right? I was actually thinking that they were the red mountains over here. See those red mountains? I was thinking it might be those, but I don't think it is anymore. So... it's funny how you very quickly change your mind about these things once you actually give it some thought. So if I can look at that picture again, not runes, this crap here. See, I really don't recognize any of these locations. I mean, I can tell that this is the castle once again. I'm assuming that this castle, which features in both of these images, I'm pretty sure, is where Calamity Ganon is currently located, which is over that way. So I think perhaps we might want to go over there. Maybe. But I kind of want to take care of everything towards the east first. So maybe I'll do that. That's essentially what this video is going to be about, and probably many of the recordings thus far. Not thus far, but continuing forward. That's not the term that I wanted to use. So what I think we will do is head over to this shrine, and then we will go south from there. We're about to engage in Breath of the Wild in the most fun way you can possibly engage in it, or engage with it. And that is by just exploring around and seeing what you can do. And that is what I will be planning on doing. Well, that is what I plan on doing, and that is what I will be doing, so there you go. Anyway. We have of course dealt with this shrine before, the Muojim shrine, which I really don't like using these terms, like saying the actual phrases, because they're ridiculous. They're just... It's obviously... I don't know if it's supposed to be Hylian or what, but it just sounds ridiculous. But anyway. This is the test of power, I think it was. Or the test of strength, something like that. Yeah, it was the test of strength. It was like a minor test of strength. So we completed that here, and then over here was the major test of strength. We were able to deal with those pretty easily, and as a result we got many of the weapons that you're seeing here. This Korok Leaf is not really helpful when it comes to dealing damage to enemies, but that's alright. Anyway. What I'm going to do, actually, while I think of it, is... Oh, well that works fine anyway. I was going to cancel my playback on both Twitch and YouTube on my desktop, but for some reason it's not actually able to play my YouTube playback on my desktop anyway, so who cares? Long story short, I didn't really need to manually do that. Oh, what is this thing? I also really want to know what's going on with the health bars here, because this is not... I mean, they did have health bars, but there was no numeric value to actually indicate what health they had until somewhat recently. Now, I've got no idea if this was a game update or if it was instead. I mean, this slime can die. That's not a problem at all. But you're going to die as well. These rock people are kind of bizarre because they're not really doing much to me. They're just sort of wandering around. It's really weird because I keep moving my camera in the wrong direction because I'm currently used to playing Wind Waker, which of course has an inverted x-axis, I believe it's called. That's side to side, y-axis is up and down, to my knowledge. I can't seem to deal damage to these guys. Maybe I'll try throwing a bomb at them. May as well give that a try. Whoops, I didn't mean to drop it, but whatever. We'll detonate that. There we go. That worked out pretty well. If you can't slash them to death, may as well, or in this case club them to death, may as well just do that. Well, that went a little bit too far. Let's go detonate that. We'll wait for that to recharge. Alrighty. May as well drop it. And then detonate. So that's actually a pretty decent way to deal with those guys. I do need to remember that the bomb does also double as an actual weapon that you can use against enemies, or at the very least a means to hurt other people. But anyway, is there anything down there? Like, is that a lower level that I can actually interact with? I think it is. We could head down there. It gives me the option to climb down, which is really interesting. I mean, to be honest, this is so incredibly high up that it blows my mind. What I think I'm going to do, guys, is take the jump. I will, of course, be gliding, but I'm going to glide over this way. Hopefully, I have given myself enough height to manage this. I should have. I should have given myself enough height. But we will actually have to see. Let me, actually that's alright. I don't mind having my YouTube playback going on my laptop. You can see that there is an island over there. Am I even interested in going there? Maybe. But I might save that until later. So I did end up giving myself enough height to do this, and honestly, that is super high up. Kind of astounds me how high up that was. I'm not necessarily saying that there's anything to do right here, but I just thought that if I'm going to explore this part of the land, I may as well start at the beginning of the land. Which is where I am right now, sort of running along the beach. I can see some bokoblins over here. They've got a little tent there, I think. So, see what they're doing. These are blue bokoblins, so they should be rather strong. So I need to be careful. Alright, so let's switch to... I guess the Guardian Sword will do. There we go. We're dealing a lot of damage to these guys. They will beat the ever-loving shit out of us. But it's worth mentioning that we are doing a lot of damage to them. What are these things? Boat ore. I'm astounded that it does as much as 14 damage, so... Or they do as much as 14 damage each. So there you go. Lots of bokoblin stuff here. Which is nice. That will be turned into rupees later on, most likely. There's a rupee just sitting there. And I love that sound. It's almost got a nostalgic aspect to it. I'm really having problems controlling my camera right now, to be honest with you. I really shouldn't have done that, because that's actually going to weaken my weapon if I use it to break that stuff. I should use my bomb instead. I'm actually going to do that over here. Damn it. I also need a new shield now that I think about it. I don't even know. Those looked more like steel boxes, to be honest, but I doubt they were steel boxes. It was probably just my perspective at that point. Just collecting some fruit, whatever. May as well. So as per usual, we will be doing these recordings in, I guess, 40-minute segments. I may do 2 recordings because, you know, I do enjoy playing this game if I can just sit down and record it and not worry about the editing process, seriously. Because you have to understand that it's really difficult to allocate that amount of time and then not have anyone watch it back, which is pretty much what it was like when I was first recording for the Let's Play. But it seems that when it's live streamed, people are more interested in watching, so that works out nicely. Less work for me, and more return on investment, so that's pretty cool. I could use my bow here, in fact I might, because I'm a bit worried about this thing. It seems more afraid of me than anything, but... Are you going to go for a swim? Well, I kind of want your meat, more than anything, because I know that if I kill you, I will get I'll get a good cut of meat off you. So yeah. I have definitely been here before, I just kind of forgot what was over here, but now I do remember. I think I can see a shrine over that way. And there is a small village over this way as well. How many rupees do I have? I don't think I have many. 154. What did I spend my rupees on? I definitely spent them on something. But I just can't remember right now. I forgot what's going on over here. I think there's a chest or something, but I don't know if I can even get over there with my current stamina. I'm sure I can. I mean, I have a lot of it, so... Let's just assume that we'll make it if we dash. Oh god, that hurts. We have enough stamina for this. Alrighty. So let's kill you. I think I got a really nice bow there. Let's take that. Lizzle bow. Of course, these guys are Lizzle first, so... Oh, I can't carry any more bows, so... I'll probably go and drop... We'll drop the bow that does like 4 damage, so... Obviously that's not difficult to narrow down in terms of which one is worth getting rid of. These guys are really fucking annoying, so I need to start attacking them at a range as well. So what bow are we using? Traveler's bow. That probably does the job. You guys are frickin' frustrating. You know, if you want to come up here and fight me, that will be better for both of us, I think. Mainly for me, now that I think about it. So what's this? Dragonbone Bokeh Club. That's pretty cool. Dragonbone Bokeh Shield. To be honest, I thought they were kind of useless, but as it turns out, those bone-looking things are actually pretty cool. It's funny, something can go from being really crap, like a bone something, to being pretty cool when you call it dragon bone. I keep turning my camera in the completely wrong direction because of that inverted x-axis that I'm used to. It actually bothers me a lot. Alright. So there's a spiked Bokeh Club there that I can maybe use, which I probably will. Once again, turning my camera the wrong way. I really need to focus on what I'm doing, to be honest, because it's really starting to blow my mind. Now, are there any weapons that I don't want to use here? Well, the bowed oars, hilariously enough, are better than the spiked Bokeh Club, but you know what? I would say the spiked Bokeh Club would have more durability than the bowed oars, so... Well, let's go and drop one of them, because I would say that that's probably accurate. We're going to use the spiked Bokeh Club for now. My philosophy is to always use the weakest weapons first. So, yeah. It's kind of obvious why I would choose to do that. Silver rupee, very nice. I will take that. Well, let's just go break this at the expense of my weapon here. There we go. That was probably a really terrible idea. That was not worth the amount of durability loss that Spiked Poker Club no doubt suffered. Going to throw that, and we failed to break it. It's gone and rolled off into the water now. Well, whatever. Is there anything in here? It just seems oddly specific to have a hole right here. Maybe it's some kind of fishing hole, I don't know. I can't exactly dive under the water here. That's something that I'm actually not at all familiar with when it comes to this game. Is there like a swimming function? Like maybe you can get a specific tunic or something like that, and then you're able to swim under the water. That would be really cool if that were true. But I've never seen it, so... That's one thing that I love about not spoiling myself when it comes to this game. There is so much stuff that I just don't know whether or not it's possible. I can see that there are some fish over there, and I really haven't tried properly fishing in this game. I have indeed, like, physically grabbed fish by jumping in the water, but never actually tried to fish with a fishing rod or anything like that. So yeah, I think there is a lot to explore in this game, and that is the big, I guess, plus when it comes to Breath of the Wild. It's an adventure game through and through. Just gonna randomly steal this crab and put it in my pocket, don't worry about it. What is this? Oh, it's a Lizalfos. The light was shining on him and it was really confusing as to what the hell he was. Wasn't able to tell. Alright, we'll try the boat oar and see how effective it is. Probably not very effective at all. It's got good range though. It's definitely heavy. Alright. Lizalfos tail, that's the first time we've picked up one of those. And a spiked bokeh bow, which we don't really need. We have a lot of good bows at the moment. I guess. The spiked bokeh bow would be better than the traveler's bow, but it's fine. May as well go and top up my health a little bit here. Might eat some apples. I picked up a lot of them, so might go and chew on them. There we go. We've got a quarter of a heart left, but, well, a quarter of a heart that still needs to be filled left. That was a bit misleading how I chose to say that. But anyway, may as well pick up the crab. I think that's a full heart of health. I mean, imagine putting a crab in your pocket and just eating it. Weird game. Anyway, what the hell even is that? Some kind of, oh, it's an Octorok, I guess. Anyway, I can see that there is a chest in here, so what we're going to do is get Magnesis. And we're going to pull you the hell out of here. And hopefully we'll get something kind of nice. Pop. And it's on its side, but apparently that doesn't matter. We can just kick it and it'll open perfectly. In, what's the word? You know, against the laws of physics. In violation of the laws of physics, there we go. Or in violation of gravity. That's what I was trying to say. It's very annoying when you're trying to say something and then you just can't think of the word. It does happen to me from time to time. But anyway. So, I don't think that anything here matches my pictures. At least I don't believe so. Doesn't seem to be the case. I would like to think that if we actually physically return to those places, then it will automatically activate the memory, instead of us having to manually do something, so... Yeah, there's a person up here, we may as well talk to them, and see what's going on. The Atmos just suddenly got extremely loud. Oh, it's a Gerudo. Savak. The weather here is nice and warm. It's not all like that blazing heat in the desert. Are you here on vacation? Desert? I came here from Gerudo Town. Gerudo Town instead of Gerudo Village? Is this like a weird localization error? It's a place surrounded by an expansive desert. You see that island over there? That's Eventide Island. I came all the way here so that I could go there. However, it's actually hard to get there by sea. It feels like you need to grow wings to go there. Well, I think Eventide Island is the place where there's the big frickin' giant that I was having problems with before. One of my update videos included a recording where I got the shit beaten out of me by that guy. It was a recording from my original attempt at this Let's Play. Shrine nearby. Well, I don't really need the shrine marker when that shrine is so frickin' visible, but Lurelin, is that what it was called? It is Lurelin Village, that's right. So, this was the first village that I visited where I had, like, so many frickin' rupees, or at the very least I was able to sell a lot of my stuff and have a crap load of rupees, so yeah, that was a thing. May as well go and steal these people's stuff. Do you like fish? Oh yeah, I like fish. I actually don't, but Link might. Doesn't that fish look delicious? I caught it myself too. Well, I may as well steal it then. You're welcome to help yourself. Well, check that out. Roasted porgy. If I take more than this, will you be upset? Obviously not. I mean, you had 3 there, and I took all 3. I can even steal your bloody spears. Fishing harpoon. I mean, hey. I can't carry any more melee weapons. This boat oar is probably more... Well, maybe it is actually pretty durable if it's so heavy. I don't know. So this is a nice, relaxed fishing village, I suppose. That's pretty cool. So because it's a heavy weapon, it just breaks through these boxes really fast. But I'm happy that I can actually experience this game in this way with you guys. It's really nice. So I can buy octo balloons if I really wanted to. I don't know why I would want to do that. Mighty Porgy. Or is it Porgy? Maybe it's Porgy, I don't know. I read it as Porgy, but anyway. Arrows are actually quite worth buying, I think, because I always seem to run out. What have I got? I can get lots of regular arrows. How about we do that? I'll get... I'll take them all. I don't even know how many you have. I'm guessing what that means. Oh, what? Do you only have 3? What the hell? Oh, it's times 5. I understand. So we can get 15, I guess. Why is it that... Can we not hold more than that when it comes to the actual arrows? I guess I've never reached the limit for how many arrows you can carry. I don't know. Maybe she... Oh, that's right. So there's physically 3 sitting there. That means she's only got 3 bunches. In this case, it was 3 bunches of 5. Well, how about that? I guess that makes sense. Anyway, I think I'm definitely going to be recording 2 videos today, because this is good fun. Anyway, there's a rock here that may or may not be worth picking up. Probably not, because it seems that when we throw things in this game, it doesn't necessarily break them. So, it's not like Phantom Hourglass where I would pick up a rock about this size, throw it, and it would just crumble. But anyway. So I think that merchant we talked to over there, like we can actually sell stuff to her if we want to. But I don't know if we want to. I think I've sort of picked up less stuff this time around than I had done when I talked to her in my original Let's Play. Affordable and delicious. Well, as it so happens, you probably shouldn't eat arrows, but anyway, I'll sell. What will you sell me? Well, I can sell you a lot of this stuff, which is chew jelly. I don't even know if this has a use for it, or has a use to it. How much does that give me? 305 rupees? No. Who knows, it might actually be useful later on, so... I have a lot of stuff here, like, if I sold all of my monster materials here, I would definitely get a lot of rupees, so that is definitely a thing. But I'm probably not going to do that, because I still don't know yet if they will be useful later on. I'll probably wait until I definitely want rupees for something in particular. And I don't really have something that I particularly want at the moment, so... Once again, I'm turning my freaking camera the wrong way around. Thanks, GameCube. Anyway, I've always said that though. It's one thing that bothers me about playing Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. It's because I always get used to the inverted x-axis and then, yeah. It becomes a bit of a sad time. Because then, in every single game that has camera controls, and there are a lot of them, I end up turning my camera the wrong way. Which is bizarre because I didn't have that problem when I was playing Demon Souls, and I've been playing some Dark Souls 3 lately as well. And I haven't been having that problem, but obviously when I'm playing a Zelda game, I somehow regress into my habits when playing Wind Waker, so... Anyway. It's funny because when I play Wind Waker, I revert back into it really easily, like... The whole inverted camera thing. But anyway, might as well talk to whoever's in this house. And there is no one in this house. And they've also got a frickin' tree growing in the middle of it. I mean, oh, then again, that's actually supporting the structure. Or is it a tree? No, it's not a tree. It's actually just a... It obviously was once a tree, but it is now a supporting... I guess, what's the word? I was going to say pylon, but pylon is not the right word. It's more of a supporting thing in general. Let's jump up the ladder to make this a little bit speedier. We would probably be able to light these two things. I don't know what it would do, but it's currently raining, so that's not going to work too well for us. One thing to mention as well is that it often rains in this area, I think, which kind of makes climbing these mountains an absolute nightmare. Because when it is actually raining, what ends up happening is you can't... well, you can't climb. You actually slide down, so it's kind of annoying. Is there any stuff around here that's worth visiting before I go to this shrine? I don't think so, you know. Let's go back. I think I see the blood moon. The blood moon's coming. I don't think the blood moon is of any concern for me right now, though. I remember when I first saw the blood moon. I must have that on recording somewhere. It's just I'd have to actually look back through it. So... But I definitely do have the original files from my original attempt at Breath of the Wild, which was the full blind Let's Play. It still feels blind now, though, so it's pretty cool. It's funny because given the current angle that we're on, or the angle of the moon rising, in conjunction with the geography, you can't really see the blood moon at the moment, which is kind of funny. But I think we're going to go to the shrine. Oh, hello. If I kill these people's bulls, will they be upset? Probably. That was supposed to feed us for the next 2 months. Well, sorry, it's mine now. Or they are mine now. The meat that once, I guess, constituted their form is now in my pockets. Because, you know, that's how that works with Link. Okay, he would kill those creatures and then just somehow pocket the meat that would pop out of them. I don't know, it's a magical sort of thing, what can I say? In terms of getting up here, maybe I can climb it in the rain. Let's give it a try. Because these aren't big landforms here, so maybe we can do it. Yeah, it looks alright. You can see there's a bit of red stuff floating around in the air. I don't know how the hell the blood moon is actually giving off this kind of, I guess, well, how is it giving off these particles? It's kind of spooky. Anyway. Well, I can bloody well see the blood moon now. Here we go. I've only seen this like twice ever, so... That's a bit of a nightmare. I will be careful, or at the very least I will attempt to be. We're going to be able to climb up this damn thing. Well, if you've got enough stamina to do it, you can do it, but... yeah, not the easiest thing. Moo! Time to die. Boar. Why did I call it a boar? I must have been quoting myself in a previous instance. Yah Rin. Yah Rin? That wasn't very funny. I actually have a drink here, so... Twas much needed. So I'll probably go and do whatever I can do in this shrine, and then I will probably move on to part 30. So let's go do that while we have the time, because I don't really want to go over. If we do end up getting stuck here, in the sense that we'll be here for another 10 minutes or so, then I will go ahead and split the video, so I don't mind doing that. Yah Rin. Okay, so I can see that what we want to do here, like that makes a lot of sense. So we obviously want to actually be standing on the scale, otherwise it's not really going to work out for us. We'll lift this up, place it over, how do we actually, hold on, we push it with the stick there we go. It's funny how we can actually push it like that. That's really quite funny. So we don't even have to leave it there. We can just do that. That's great. Then we can bring it with us if we want to, but if I dropped it on your head, what would that do? I'm about to find out. Oh my god, he comes way too freaking fast. Alright, I'm gonna boat oar you. Are you ready? Whoa! This is a bit crazy. I mean, really. Obviously my my evasion could use some work. I am quite eager to get the spirit orbs that I need to get a full second ring around my stamina wheel, so then I can go ahead and upgrade my health some more, because I'm not very happy with having only 3 hearts still, so yeah. Let's go do that again, and this time I'll just leave it on the scale. There we go. And it even sort of pops you up a little bit. So I can see that you have 100 health, which doesn't really mean that much to me. It's actually a decent amount of damage being dealt there. Can you not do that? It's actually really freaking annoying. Can you not? Like, I can't really shield you when I've got a two-handed weapon going here. Okay, so that actually flinched him out of whatever he was doing. Let's get a fishing harpoon out. Here we go, you're almost dead. There we go. And a guardian sword. It's not going to be anywhere near as good as our guardian sword plus, but you can see the difference there. It is going to be a good weapon to add to our collection anyway, so I'm down with that. In terms of actually getting over here, I don't know how he would manage that. We can't actually move those with magnesis, can we? Oh no, we can. I was kind of thinking, no, it wouldn't be that easy, would it? No, it is. Knight's broadsword. I'll fucking take that. What can we get rid of? The boat oar. We don't need that shit anymore. Come on. Oh no, it did break, so I guess fishing harpoon maybe we'll get rid of? Why the hell not? Let's go and equip something else, because we can't drop something that we already have equipped, I don't think. So we'll probably go and do that. Alrighty. Come on. Alright, drop the fishing harpoon. I have nothing against the fishing harpoon, but as it so happens, a knight's broadsword is a little bit better. So, yeah. The amount of damage we'll be doing generally has to do with the average, I guess, strength of the weapons that we have. Like, the lowest strength of the weapon will more or less have to do with how much damage we'll be doing. Oh, I see. Are we going to use this? Aha. So we can actually use this to... That makes a lot of sense. There we go. I didn't even fully explain that. Instead, I just demonstrated it, so that works out better in the end. It's better to just demonstrate it than... Hold on. I've got the stupid Twitch playback going right now, I think. Don't really need that. At least I think it's counting as... It's counting me as a viewer right now. It's kind of annoying, so... Anyway. So... Cool. I'm just having a look at something here. It just... all I'm wanting to say here is that it was bothering me that it's actually displaying 2 viewers, and I think both of them are me, so... Anyway. Now what are we doing? I can see that there's a chest over there, but I don't know if we can use that as a weight. Maybe we can. Yeah, I don't think we can use that as a weight, because it's not actually metal. It's not a metal chest. Can we jump onto that? No. Well, okay, maybe we'll have to go and get that chest again. We'll bring it with us. Unless... Actually, that would make sense. If I went and got that thing from before. So let's go and grab the big cube. I say cube for lack of a better term. I guess the block. I'll go and get that block. And then... it seems that that second viewer isn't me. Generally, there will always be one viewer there, because one of them is me. But it still says 2 viewers, so apparently I do have a viewer that isn't me, which is, I guess, encouraging. Alright, so we're going to push that over there and then drop. Alrighty. So it's important that we take these with us because, to be honest, it's pretty obvious that we're not being provided with replacements to these, so we need to take them with us. Of course, I will go onto this one. Well, I can't really. Okay, let me just reposition myself here. Maybe the chest isn't necessary. Maybe the chest is like not even going to make a difference. Oh. Well, apparently it does make a difference. Come on. Here we go. So if we take off the chest... Well, maybe that's not even necessary. Because I can just climb on like that. You know, I would be able to do it if I were not retarded. So let's give that another try. Or not. Maybe... I'm sure that I can wall run that. Because you can see that Link tries to do that. So I'm sure he can manage that. But apparently not. So what we'll do is... These aren't actually like scales, are they? Oh no, they are like scales. Okay. I thought that maybe they would go from here to the next one, but it's actually side to side like that. That makes more sense. Cool. So what we'll do is we'll move this chest. Actually, we want the chest to be there, now that I think about it. Let's move the block here as well. That clearly was not necessary, now that I look at it. Alright. Come on, block. I would bet the chest isn't even necessary here, to be honest. Let's move the fucking chest. I don't think we need the chest here. I think the chest is just getting in our way. Okay. So we'll open this. It's probably not even going to be anything important. I would guarantee it. An opal. One opal. Well, that's alright. As I thought, I don't think we actually need the chest. We just need the big block here. There we go. And that's it. It's fairly straightforward, needless to say. Well, that's good. I managed to do that within the recording time. Nice and easily, actually. So I'm happy to see that. It is around 40 minutes, isn't it? Oh, it's less than 40 minutes that I try to aim for. That's right. So it's between 30 and 40 minutes. No problem. So that worked out perfectly. Going to skip this, and then I'll let the loading screen sort of do its thing. And in the meantime, I will end the video. I'm going to record another one, so what I will be doing is basically stopping the live stream for long enough for it to just completely stop, and then that will do its own sort of upload. And then I will restart it, which will basically be going from from part 29 to part 30. So I do thank you all for watching. This has been part 29 for my Let's Play, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.